did that other manager dirty.
Hey, whoa, whoa.
Hey y'all, it's producer, and it is the end of season 2. I'm pretty sure we're about to get to season 3, but it is the end of season 2, and I'm so glad that y'all have stuck with me until the end. But it is here, episode 11, Crabs in a Barrel, which isn't as... When I heard that, I'm like, okay, so this is about to be some black ass shit. But the crabs aren't all black. In fact, while it does have a certain... Some of it is a racial thing. I think it also referred to Ern and Lucas, which I didn't know. I completely forgot that the other manager's name was Lucas, but Ern and Lucas. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start from the beginning. So Ern is going to a meeting to Paperboy so he can establish like an entertainment lawyer for Paperboy. But I guess since not last episode but the episode before, things aren't looking too good. So he has a lift. I mean, let me phrase that. He got a ride from Lyft. And Lord, I'm like, God dang. And it wasn't even a good Lyft driver either. I'm like, oh no. When he finally gets there, Paperboy is like, this lawyer doesn't even sound that good. He got like low level rappers and like, well, I think he said like, oh, he said reality TV stars, and he was like, I don't mess with that. Not no real husbands, real housewives of Atlanta. Ain't nobody care about that. He said, I need me a real lawyer, real entertainment lawyer, and he need to be Jewish. Now, I've always heard jokes about this, but like I don't know the validity of it. But like the Jews control everything from entertainment and whatever. And maybe that was a nod to that, or maybe a lot of Jews are entertainment lawyers. Okay, I don't know if y'all heard that, but like Thunders is out here wilding. But yeah, anyway, I don't know if that's the tea, but I mean, later on in the episode we find out that it sort of is the tea. But so we get a ride with Lottie and Ern back to the house, and there are movers there, and I'm like, what y'all moving for? And then he was like, you guys all ready? You got your passport? And I'm like, passport? Where y'all going? And Paperboy's upset because Ern thought he could pull a fast one and get away with his shit. Lord behold, the shit that he was referring to was the golden gun from episode 1. Wow, you never did anything with it? You just let it live in Al's house? So Ern just takes the gun and he stuffs into his book bag, which was one of the worst ideas he's done, but I guess it helped him out later on. I was talking with my aunt with this, and she completely missed that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, well, that's a very important scene. Because she thought someone put the gun in his bag to freaking spite him. I'm like, who would do that? Tracy? Tracy got his fucking come up. It's at the end, getting locked out. But anyway, so I personally forgot about the gun because that shit was irrelevant. And then, so, basically, to get, what's his face? Wow, he probably feels disrespectful, but Darius got passport issues because his passport is expired. So in order for them to travel to some place they have not told us, they need to get their passport renewed in the same day, and Darius apparently knows a person. So that's the tea on that. But before they move on to the next scene, Darius is playing chess by himself. Bitch, if you don't kick your Mr. Clever face ass, head shape ass, sounding ass, built ass, let me stop. Y'all probably do. I hope y'all get this reference, Mr. Clever. But, so yeah, anyway, Ern goes to take Lottie to school because she has a meeting with Van. And apparently Lottie's doing really good in school. And so the woman was like, I recommend you to go take her to this private school. And I was like, okay, cool. But Ern does not feel he has the right funds to provide for Lottie's higher education. So it's like, can we just stay here? And she's like, oh no, this school is trash. This school is awful. It doesn't have nearly enough resources as the other school. And so this is where I think the crabs in a barrel thing comes in. because I think in this case, I guess it's not crabs in a barrel, but it shows how competitive it is at an early age to get a, like, if you have the resources, if you have the financial support, you can get to a better education while some can't. Which I guess isn't the same as crabs in a barrel, because like these kids ain't doing it on their own accord, but it's a reach, I guess. So right before the next scene happens, Van and Ern have a talk about things. Van and Ern, they're drifting apart. Oh, like they're really drifting apart. They pretty much broke up episode 4, but like they're drifting apart as friends as well, because that's still their child that they have. And honestly, from episode 1, but like from season 1, they were foreshadowed they were getting back together, like, because they were always broken up. I don't know if y'all remember this, but they were always broken up. But they really broke up episode 4 because the only relationship they really had was like, I think Van called it a booty call, because she was like, I want to be used as more than just sex and someone you take to Al's concerts. Which, by the way, we've never seen a concert. I think that would have been a cool episode, just one episode. If you can do it for Big Time Rush, you can do it for us. Or I shouldn't say you, because Donald Glover's part of that, but still. Anyway, so Van and Ern talk about the differences and their future for their daughter. And Ern is honestly crying because I guess he's not seeing his child that much. In fact, Van is suggesting, hey, I should like keep it over to my mother's. And she pretty much follows through on. She wants to like keep him over for 2 months, but I don't see the issue because as we later find out on, like, he's gonna be on a well, not a world tour, but they're traveling to Europe, so I don't see the issue unless it's like after Europe. But yeah, so Ern gets back to the house and he's all freaking out because things are not as ready. Like these 2 random niggas are here, but I guess they're with the movers, and they're trying to. I just realized I'm in a new location. I never said anything. Y'all probably gonna say something in the comments. I'm just in the bathroom. I can't be in the other places. This is like 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. So I can't use that beautiful sunlight. So I'm using artificial light. But anyway, I'm here in the bathroom and they're unprepared. And I feel so bad for Ern, because his life is honestly falling apart piece by piece. And like this one thing about him getting this trip ready is that like everything for this trip, which isn't even going well, keeps falling apart because, you know, what's his face? Darius isn't ready and the movers aren't done moving, so he's just upset. So Ern eventually takes Darius to the passport place, and that's when he officially reveals that they're going to Europe. But this passport place was very Jewish. I was wondering why. I guess maybe that's the T. Jews own passport agencies. I don't know. But I saw the men with the yarmulkes, and then if you couldn't tell, then they had a blatant reveal with the Hebrew on the wall. And if you still didn't know, the guy literally said he was Jewish, and well, I guess that would imply the whole place is Jewish. But when he said like, "Oh, my cousin," or something, it sort of implies that there's like a family-owned business or whatever. But then Ern asks, because he wants to support black-owned businesses, I guess, or he just doesn't see why people don't go after black-owned lawyers, or not black-owned lawyers, black lawyers, because the guy was recommending his entertainment lawyer cousin. And the issue, the guy was like, see, I think there's probably is a black lawyer which is as good as my cousin, but most black people don't have connections like we do. So, but that's not a thing on y'all. That's like systemic issues. And I was like, oh shit, that nigga woke. Let me stop. We really shouldn't be throwing out woke like that. I mean, he knows that, which I guess makes him more smart than half the country already. But I just thought I wasn't expecting that. Well, I thought it was funny. I really know what was funny about that, but okay. And then, so finally, while they're in the waiting process, Ern admits that he's falling publicly. and he confronts Darius about it because Darius is like, how are you doing? Like, you know, in an American fashion, like, oh, I'm just asking to be nice, not really to care about your life. And he's like, you know what? Things aren't going too well. And he checks his phone because that's when Van is like, hey, I'm actually just going to keep Lottie. And things just aren't going too well for the couple and this business and everything. Ern feels really bad. People talk about Paperboy's depression. Ern probably got depression too. It just doesn't look that good. And then Darius is trying to cheer him up. But what Darius said sort of confused me because it sounded like something that my parents would say, basically. So he said, well, you both are black, so you guys can't really fall. So is this like another way of him saying, well, you're black, so you have to work twice as hard than these white hoes? I hope the fuck not. And, I mean, Darius sort of has a point. You do have to work twice as hard, but I don't need to hear that right now because you telling him he can't fall, that just makes me feel like hell. He has to be perfect. But they finally get a passport and they go to the airport. Oh, wait. Okay, excuse me. Anyway, so after that, they're going to the airport and they're trying to get there on time because they're late. And something that's really interesting detail is that Ern walks by the people, I don't know, they're advertising something and Ern is not interested with the hand, face, and everything. And I'm like, Ern, didn't you do that season 1? Wasn't that your occupation? Wasn't that your job? Wasn't that your career? Well, maybe not career, but you hypocritical. And I wouldn't even say, oh, you got money now, because he doesn't really got money. In fact, I don't know how he goes around here like paying people extra. Oh, I'll pay you more if you do this. Where do you get the money from? Because what it sounds like is you're struggling, but Paperboy sounds like he's struggling even more. So I mean, like, where are you getting this money from? But anyway, at the airport, they meet up with Clark County and the manager Lucas, and Ern is losing it because he just looks at the interactions between Paperboy and Lucas and he's like, I don't want them to talk. That just makes me look worse. So he's just like, okay guys, let's go to the DSA. And then so they're getting ready and then Darius like, I opt out because apparently it like ruins your brain cells or whatever. I don't know. I haven't been killed. See, my brain cells are intact. But then while putting his stuff away, he notices the gun that he puts in his bag, and he's like, "Oh shoot, what I do?" So he puts he gets his stuff all ready, but he puts a gun in Clark County's bag, and then Clark County puts it into Lucas's bag, as we find out later on. And so when the bag was unclaimed, Ern was like, "Oh, I don't know whose bag. I never met bag. Who's she?" And he just kept walking away and was completely unbothered. Pero, I was shook when he left that bag unbothered, apathetically. However, what was it called? Paperboy and Ern had this conversation on the plane. Because Paperboy saw what happened, and he pretty much congratulated him because he basically talked about crabs in a barrel. So this is the other part we was talking about, in which, what's his face? Ern, he, in order for him to get to the top, he put someone at jeopardy. And at this one, it was fucking Lucas. Because Clark County's freaking out because he's arrested because he has possession of a gun in the TSA. And you know what? I mean, I'm just glad they took this route because, like, I don't really care for Lucas, but I swear if they just do any black character, I feel like they would have been a little too much with what happens at the TSA. But at the same time, like, I feel like almost everybody in TSA I know is black. Well, I'm not that I know, but like I've seen in the airport, BWI and Ronald Reagan International. The most I see black and brown. I don't think I've seen like maybe 1 or 2 white TSA officers, but still, let's not pretend that racism doesn't happen within marginalized communities. Let's not pretend. But yeah, so that episode pretty much ends with Ern getting Al's respect. He's like, "You're looking out for me, and you love me. You get me. So you know what? I respect you." And it's over. Well, and then Tracy goes to the house that no one is at, and he's trying to get some girl to go inside. How do you not know that they were moving? I feel like that was Ern getting revenge. Ern, if that was your revenge for getting your ass kicked, applaud to you. That's what it is. If a nigga can't fight, they will get back at you very pettily, in a very indirect way. Because he can't fight you, so they have to hurt you in some other way. So, you without a shelter. But then it really, really ends with it on the what's it called? I almost forgot. There was like a whole scene with like Darius messing around with some weed because he's saying like, "Oh, you could use it," which Ern could definitely use. Because this was after the conversation about, "Oh, I don't feel too good." You need to medicate, okay? Now some people are like, "Oh, you don't need to take drugs for that." I'm like, okay, but like, Ern is grown. Him taking like a puff or two isn't that bad. Calm down. It's not Xanax. But anyway, at the end, it focuses on the couch. And I think that's symbolic by showing how things are going to be left behind. Because the couch had a lot of memories in season 1 and, the puff thing. And now it's being left behind, along with Ern being, I guess, this Mr. Nice Guy, Paperboy being all, "I don't want to do fake stuff," but he's sort of embracing that celebrity mentality, and they're literally leaving Tracy behind. So, that's the tea. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching this episode and all my other Atlanta episodes. I really appreciate y'all. And so, what I'm thinking, as you know, I'm reviewing Dior People, but that's gonna be over real soon. I already watched episode 9. I already have it scripted. I just gotta film it and then do episode 10. Then it'll be over, and I'll probably do like another Dior People piece on like what I liked about it and what I didn't like. And I don't want to do the same for Atlanta, purely because I don't feel like I understand Atlanta enough to write a thing like that. Maybe I will. I just, gotta rewatch stuff. But for future projects, I have a couple of movies planned. Sorry to Bother You in July. I want to review that. Lakeith Stanfield. And I may review Superfly. Sounds interesting. And I may also do Luke Cage Season 2. So, stick around, y'all. I got shit planned for y'all. Oh, and I also got some YouTube shit, too. I'm going to put some people on the spotlight. And, of course, my poetry. So, yeah, I got shit going on. And maybe this summer, I'll make my own little short films. Doesn't reason for y'all to stick around. But, anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. And I'll see y'all whenever.